Okay, so you really need to pay attention to this video. I don't want to give out every answer so kids can just copy every screen, but I really want you to focus on the most important parts of today's lesson. So again, we're going over this one. What is the first step to graphing this equation? Remember, this is your y-intercept, and this is your slope, okay? So I would say I would plot the y-intercept, and I'll put 2 in parentheses, on the y-axis. That's a perfect answer. Okay. Next slide. What is your second step? I would write from the y-intercept, I would go up 3 or rise 3 and run 4 units to the right. Remember, we always run to the right. Okay. And those are perfect answers to begin this homework. Now, let's go ahead and graph a couple of these. I would love for you to label these too. Remember that we always call it y equals mx is what they call it, mx plus b. And we should know that the b is the y-intercept, the m is the slope. Remember this? This is going to be very important in high school, so I can't have you forgetting the specifics of what you're looking at. This is your first step. Begin with the b. Ooh, write a little neater, please. And my b is going to go right there. -3 on the y-axis. Then from there, I'll use a different color. I'm going to go up 1 over 4. Remember, your over is always to the right. You always run to the right. Up 1 from the y-intercept, up 1 over 4. And then please use the straight line tool and give me a good straight line through there, the best you can. If you were to find another point on this line, this is an important tool as well. The other point would be right here. Oops, wrong. Let's use that here. This other point would be also a point on the line. Why is that? Because this is also up 1 over 4. Oh, so you can draw a little neater than that, but you understand this is the stairwell. Up 1 over 4. And we talked about this in Unit 1 of all things, and now we're in Unit 3. Okay. All right, this next one. Remember that the negative applies to the 5 only. It always applies to the numerator, okay, not the whole thing. So it's negative, which means it's going to go down 5 to the right 3. But what do you do first? You plot your y-intercept. Remember that. So you would go 4 here, then down 5 over 3. I'm not going to do every one of these, but I want you guys to know what's going on. All right, this one just has -3. But remember, that's -3 over 1. All right, every slope has a fraction. Every slope is a fraction. If there's no fraction there, then we give it 1, which means you're going to go down 3, right? And then to the right 1. Down 3 to the right 1. From where, though? Remember, from our y-intercept. Up 5, down 3 to the right 1. Let's keep going. All right, this slide shouldn't be too confusing. Understand where they connect is where the answer is, where that point is. The no solution one, they never connect. And I kind of threw that as a curveball for you guys to see if you could figure out, but that's no solutions. This one's over 2, up 2, over 3, down 2. So just make sure you connect them with the right cards for that slide. All right, now we're into actually graphing systems. So you're going to put 2 lines on a graph. So this one I'm going to go through. The first one I'm going to do in orange. I'm going to do the top one. I'm going to go +2. There's my first point right there, or my y-intercept, right? +2. I'm going to go up 1 over 3. And I'm kind of making these big circles here just to illustrate. And now you've got to understand there's other points on this line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I can go through the other point exactly too. Cool. Do you see? Oh, that was a terrible line. Do you see? Let me see if I can do this a little cleaner. It's kind of difficult, actually. Let me just show you where the other point is. Over 3, down 1. Because isn't that up 1 over 3? So right here is another point on the line. I want you guys to get that in your head, that you can make better, cleaner lines if you start graphing them by putting multiple points. How do I know that's a point? I go up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3, right? So there we go. Perfect. Perfect line through there. Very clean. Now I'm going to use a different color. We can use red. I'm going to go +2 again. Interesting. That's an interesting part right there. +2. with the red, and then I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. And if I wanted to, I could do one other. Here, let me move this out of the way. I could do another one. I could go down 3 again, 1, 2, 3 over 1 again if I wanted to. Or I could even go up 3 to the left one, do it in reverse. So you notice it's down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Start to get the idea of the slope, -3, down 3 over 1, okay? And then we're going to go through the lines, boom. Is it pretty easy to see which one is our answer? I hope so. I would love for you to circle these if you want a different color, but I also want you to label it. So this answer is actually at what coordinate? That can be confusing, especially for this one, because it's on the axis. Do we go left or right to get here? No. So the first part, x, it's 0. And then we just go up 2. And actually, that's our y-intercept, right? Notice these both share a y-intercept. So that's why that happened. The next couple won't do that. This one was kind of easy. But this is a perfect way to show your answer. All right, let's try this one out. If we're going to do this one properly, the first step would be going -5. All right, so I'm going to go -5 way down here and put my point up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. You know what? I want to make this line really good. So I'm going to do it again. Up 2 over 1. I'm going to keep doing it. Up 2 over 1. If you can keep making your stairwell, keep it going. Up 2 over 1. If you don't understand what I mean by stairwell, let me just show you real quick. If I was to doing straight lines like this, it'd be going up 2 over 1. All right, do you see my stairs now? Up 2 over 1. Oops, try to make planar stairs. All right, but do you see why I say stairwell? I'm going to erase those because I don't want you to get too confused. And then let me just go ahead and make a clean line from here all the way to here. Notice it's going through all of those points as best I could. Now let's go ahead and do the other one. So this one, we'll just do it in blue. We're going to start at +2. +2 is right here. All right, now we're going to go down 1 over 3. Down 1 over 3. Huh, interesting. Now, could I go down 1 over 3 again? Yeah, but it'd be off the graph. Now, could I go over here and do the reverse? What was it, down 1 over 3? I could go up 1 to the left 3, and that would be the reverse of it. And that would also be a line or a point on the line. I really want you guys to get good at this, but if you don't have that down yet, no big deal. And then, boom, there is your next line. And can you tell where they connect? It's pretty easy to see that they touch. X marks a spot. Ooh, I'll just do a little box here since I'm still on my straight line tool. Boom, right there. So how would I write that down? Over 3 as a coordinate, up 1. And that's how you graph systems, all right? I want you guys to keep going after this. There's 2 more slides. I want you guys to do this on your own. -3 would be here. Up 4 over 1. Up 4 over 1. Give me another one of those, okay? And then 2, +2, you go down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2, and then try to give me a line of where they connect. Do the best you can, okay? If you want to rewatch this video or even this clip right here, go back 10 seconds. You know, you can just double tap the screen and it'll go back 10 seconds and just understand what I was telling you. And then for this one, -3, we start here, but the slope is x. What does that mean? That means 1 over 1. Because isn't there an invisible 1 in front of the x? That's how we're looking at it. So it's 1 over 1. So what is x again? That would go from -3, you're going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, okay? Now what about here? There's no y-intercept. So you start at the origin. You're going to go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. All right, do the best you can. Rewatch this video. I highly encourage this, okay? No excuse for having homework that's incomplete when I'm going through the whole thing with you guys.